Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expected, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. You know I'm talking about y'all. Makes me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What's up, you guys? Happy Friday, or Good Friday, I should say, for those that celebrate Good Friday. Welcome. We are on both of the, we are on TikTok and YouTube as we speak. Make sure you guys are getting your Black Girl Vitamins. When you log into Black Girl Vitamins, use discount code ReallyBTV for 20% off your first order. Please and thank you. And again, I thank you in advance for your support. And thank you to all the people who have already ordered from Black Girl Vitamins and supported me. Again, you guys know it's a product that I use myself. So, as you guys are coming in, please hit the like button and share over on TikTok. And as you guys are coming into YouTube, y'all know what to do over on YouTube. We've been doing this a long time over on YouTube. Y'all come on in, y'all take a seat, get comfortable, hit that like button, and hey, Neptarian. How you doing, Nep? It's always good to see you. I hope you are doing well, my love. I will keep you in my thoughts and prayers. Nep says, walking in my Donald Trump spray tan while magically making my ear grow back. Welcome, you guys. Let me say hi to the people. Thank you to those of you that are over on TikTok, and thank you to people who are on both. And thank you so much for those who are tapping the screens over on TikTok. Okay. Lovely 31 said this gonna be good. Okay, girl. Okay. Hey, Informed. What's up, Tam Majani? What's up, Star? Hey, Queen Rob. What's going on, Lock Queen? Miss Baythang, Amber, Itty Bitty. What's up, Sean? Jonathan said, I'm back and close them doors. I'm out one day and y'all cut up. There will be no Nene slander on this. Y'all know how Jonathan feel about Nene, child. Y'all know how Jonathan feel about Nene. Oh, shoot. I forgot to... Hold on. Let me see. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Yes? It's me. Oh, hold on. Here I come. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Give me a second. Hold on. My bad. Mm-hmm. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Pat was at the door and I had the screen door locked. So sorry about that. All right, come on in. You late, you just got the notification, child. Y'all know how YouTube do. Hey, Sharice, what's up, Mo? Oceans, what's going on? Hey, Chuck. Hey, everybody. If I missed you, charge it to my head, not my heart. Hey, over on the TikTok. Hey. You guys, come on in. I didn't know if you wanted that box or not, so I didn't take it out. The empty box.
No, I was just waiting to take it out for the trash.
I didn't know. I would have took it out. I didn't know. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's get into the things. Let's get to the agenda for today, honey. What's up, Dr. Mac? Hey. Thank you for being a member for 51 months. Yes, thank you so much. Hey, Melly, what's going on? My dog barking. They heard your doorbell. Sorry. Hey, Nana, baby. How you guys doing over on TikTok? Hey. And thank you for the tapping the screen. Those of you that are tapping. Thank you. Keep tapping. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into it. Somebody just said something I wanted to read. Uh-oh. I thought somebody just said something. Oh, I need to get a ticky-tacky, child. I wish I had started going live on TikTok a year ago. Trust me. And I kept saying, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And I just wouldn't do it. And I regret it. But it's okay. Life happens and it is what it is. Okay. So let's get into the things. First of all, we have a couple of updates. The first update I want to give you guys is the update on the Target situation. So yesterday we talked about the fact that Al Sharpton was meeting with Target CEO. And I said that I felt like Jamal Bryant should have been included in that conversation. And I understand that they were reaching out through his National Action Network. But I just feel like because Jamal Bryant had been so vocal with the Target boycott and using his platform, and don't get me wrong, I do know that Al Sharpton has been vocal as well, but I just felt like Jamal Bryant should have been in the room. So after we got off the live yesterday, I did find that they have released a statement. They sent out a letter basically saying that they had a constructive conversation and that I misread the original letter. I thought they were saying Jamal Bryant was there, but what they were saying was that they updated Jamal Bryant on what was happening. Now, for the people who left in my comments that Jamal Bryant didn't start the boycott and he just started it on February 1st, I am well aware of that, y'all. I know Jamal Bryant did not start the boycott, and if that's the impression you got from what I said, my apologies. I know he did not start it. But what I'm saying is that Jamal Bryant is the pastor of a mega church in Atlanta, Georgia, that brings in thousands and thousands and thousands of people in the room every week, much not to mention his reach on social media and the reach online. Again, taking aside my personal feelings about Jamal Bryant, when I say personal, I don't know that man personally. I just mean as far as, things we've heard that might be negative about him. All I was saying was because he has such a wide connection to the boycott, I felt like he should have been in there. But anyway, what's up, Sea Breeze? Thank you so much. Now, with that being said, I feel like the conversation must not have gone as well as they may have wanted it to go, because Jamal Bryant announced today that him and his church are going to move into phase 2. Now, I didn't know there was 2 phases. I don't go to his church, so I'm not in the sanctuary on a regular basis. So I didn't know there was a phase 2. But it sounds like, I feel like the conversation must not have been very productive because Jamal Bryant has announced that him and his church will be moving into phase 2 of their boycott. I don't know what the phase 2 is. Also, I believe Pepsi, the Pepsi CEO was in that room as well. Again, we don't know what they went in the room asking for. That's not something that we were privy to. So I don't know. But it doesn't sound like Jamal Bryant was happy with the conversation based on whatever he was told. But that's just my opinion, because I don't understand why he would be moving into phase 2 if he felt like they were making some traction. That's just how I feel. But maybe he felt like they need to tighten the screws. I don't know. And I don't know what phase 2 is. I'm sure he's going to let us know very soon. For the people who don't follow him or go to his church, he may have let them know. Yeah, he said it's time for phase 2. So again, don't know why. This is Easter Sunday. He may or may not use Easter Sunday to speak on these things. He may feel like I'm gonna keep Easter Sunday holy and keep it on what's going on here, Resurrection Sunday, or he might say this is the perfect time for me to use my pulpit because, we're going to have probably 3 times the amount of people watching us on Resurrection Sunday than we normally would have. So we don't know what Sharpton said. Did he make it? Mo Walker, are you listening? I literally just said that. I just said that yes, he made a statement. Hold on, let me get my phone. Maybe you just came in, baby. Maybe you just came in, Mo. Maybe you just came in. But yes, he made a statement. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Let me read y'all what he said, okay? This is what he said. Reverend Al Sharpton, founder and president of the National Action Network, issued the following statement after meeting this morning with Target CEO Brian Cornell at NAN's corporate headquarters in New York City. This is what he said. This morning, I had a very constructive and candid meeting with Brian Cornell that included NAN board chair Dr. Franklin Richardson and senior advisor Cara Wallace. I am going to inform our allies, including Dr. Reverend Jamal Bryant, of our discussion, what my feelings are, and we will go from there. So I'm assuming whatever he told them, Dr. Bryant decided where he was going to go. Thursday's meeting with Target marked the second such discussion Reverend Al Sharpton has had this week with the head of a global corporation over its stance on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Reverend Al Sharpton similarly met on Tuesday with the chairman and CEO of PepsiCo, to get clarity on its stance on DEI, whether they were shutting down their commitments due to pressure from President Trump and right-wing activists, and the path moving forward. Reverend Sharpton will consult with members of the NAN board of directors over the Easter holiday to determine any next steps with Target, PepsiCo, and other companies that have scaled back their DEI programs or pledges. So that's what, and I posted this on my community wall yesterday. So that's why I said I misread it. Jamal Bryant was not actually in the room, but it sounds like he is in the conversation. He is in the mix. It's okay. It's okay, Mo. It's okay, baby. Okay. So thank you guys over here on TikTok. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, Harlem Girl. You are cutting up. Thank you, Harlem Girl. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all tap. We have 2,000 likes over on TikTok. Thank you. All right. So that's the update. I wanted to give you guys the update on that. Okay. Let's go on and get into the update on Diddy, child. So Diddy, y'all know his trial is slated to start in about 3 weeks, May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo. And his team has filed a series of motions, because that's what they do before a trial, baby. They file these motions, they file these motions, to try to get information, suppress information, all the things that they're trying to do. One of the things they asked for was a 2-month adjournment, because they said, hey, there's a lot of evidence to go over. We've added a bunch of new attorneys to our team, and we need time for everybody to get caught up. That's what they said. Thank you, everybody, again, over on TikTok. So, back on. Excuse me. All right. So let me tell you guys what happened. So some things that Diddy was asking for, he got, and some things that Diddy was asking for, he did not get. Now, this has come via Pam, the law intellect. Shout out to Pam for keeping us updated on what happened in court today and putting it in layman's terms, because the information is out there. But, sometimes, because y'all know I didn't go to nobody's law school, it helps to have people break it down in layman's terms. So thank you, Pam. Shout out to my sis, Pam, the law intellect. Okay. So this is what she said. She said, Diddy had some losses and some wins at today's hearing. The court has denied his motion to adjourn. So the trial will start May the 5th, barring any plea deals that happen between now and then, or any extreme situations. So there's that. Cassie must turn over any memoirs or prior any memoirs or prior, my thing cut off. Sorry, y'all. I took a screenshot and it cut off. My screenshot cut off. But any memoirs or prior drafts, I think, of her memoirs that it gave to the government, but not the defense. So it sounds like Cassie turned over this information to the government, but it has not been given to the defense. So the defense is like, listen, we want to see what was her draft. So it sounds like Cassie did write a memoir. Remember, she threatened to post her to publish her book. Sounds like she really did write a book. It wasn't no bullshit. She really did write a book, is what it sounds like here. So the government must see what's in that draft of the book. which I feel like Diddy already got a copy of. If not the whole book, at least some chapters, but neither here nor there. But that's it. It can only get a copy of what Cassie already gave to the government. So let's say Cassie only gave the government chapters 3 and 4. Cassie doesn't have to turn over chapters 1 through 10. She only has to turn over chapters 3 through 4. That's the way I'm reading it. Okay. Also, Warner Brothers was denied their motion to quash. So they must turn over any requested outtakes from interviews that when they were doing their documentary on Diddy, they must turn over any outtake interviews. Okay, any outtake interviews. So you were looking for wrapping paper, you said?
I didn't think I had any, but I had some.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I got a whole roll upstairs. Oh, I think I got some tissue paper in here too. I think. You need tissue paper?
No, I got tissue paper.
Okay. All right. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So Warner Brothers, when they did their documentary, any outtakes from any interviews that they gave, they must turn over those. But the victims who were anonymous are going to be allowed to remain anonymous. So any victims that were anonymous will be allowed to remain anonymous. So it sounds like there was some wins and some losses, but the biggest loss, I guess, for Diddy is that this trial is going to start on time. Again, barring any. What's up, JB? Hey, boo. Beyond the Gates was so good today. The last 2 days was so good. Anyway, barring any anything major happening or a plea deal, looks like the trial will start in 3 weeks. Okay. May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo. All right. So that is the update on Diddy. Okay. I guess we might as well do all these updates. The update to the Drake lawsuit. Drake has amended his complaint in his lawsuit against his record label to include the Super Bowl performance. He said in his he said that the Super Bowl. Now, what's funny was he said that in the Super Bowl performance, Kendrick, hold on. In Kendrick's performance, he said the lawsuit, okay, the Super Bowl performance backs his defamation claim. He said the Super Bowl performance backs the defamation claim, which I don't understand how it would back his defamation claim, because all Kendrick Lamar said was the same thing he said in the song, but okay then. But then he also said that that Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show assassinated his character. But again, I don't understand how it's any different what he did in the Super Bowl than what he did on the song. Like, y'all, I mean, not y'all, but he act like he said something that he didn't say in the song. He literally performed the song. It's not like he did a remix. It's not like he added a second verse that we didn't know anything about. So I don't understand what the big deal is about adding the Super Bowl performance to what we already knew happened, but go off, Drake. That's all I can say. Go off, Drake. All right. What I do find very interesting. And again, it might be a legal thing because y'all know I didn't go to nobody's law school, so it might be a legal thing. But I still don't understand why he's not suing Drake. I mean, why he's not suing Kendrick. You're suing the record label. You're saying Kendrick defamed you. You're saying Kendrick did this, Kendrick did that. And I get it that you're going at the record label, so maybe the record label has more money. But I don't understand what the legal. I need an attorney. I'm gonna have to call Pam because I need or Simone because I need a lawyer to explain that to me, why they would go after the record label and not go after the person who actually said it. Again, other than more money. Because I'm just like, Kendrick is the one that's saying it. But you're not suing Kendrick. I don't know. Anyway. Child. I don't know. I know a couple of weeks ago there was a video resurfaced about a young, I think she's like an actress or singer from Europe, and she was talking about, and she was like 14, 15 years old, and she was being interviewed, and she was talking about how Drake is such a good friend to her, and how, you know, they talk all the time. Now, here's the thing. She didn't say they were involved in any sort of relationship. She didn't say nothing like that. But what I do find interesting is, to me, the burden of proof isn't that high. Like, I feel like they could just play that you know, they could play that video of that interview and be like, we said you like I'm young. She young. Why is a 30-year-old man talking to a 15-year-old little girl? Like, I didn't say you, I mean, he did use the P word, but I mean, it just seemed to me like the burden, I don't think the burden, I don't think the burden is that high. But anyway, so that's the update, child. Drake didn't added the Super Bowl performance. I mean, it just seemed to me like you wouldn't want to bring attention to the Super Bowl performance, right? You wouldn't want more people to be talking about the Super Bowl performance. Hey, everybody over on I ain't forgot about y'all TikTok. I ain't forgot about y'all. Hey, thank you. We got 6,000 likes over already. This was battle rap. Drake started the beef. He got his ass kicked and now he mad. Right, Demetra? Right. Right. The girl from Stranger Things got the same story. And it might be the same girl I'm talking about. I don't know her, so I'm not trying to sound ignorant. I don't know the little girl, but it might be the same one. I don't know. I don't know the little girl though. But neither here nor there. That's the update on that, child. All right, we might as well keep doing the legal updates. Kern Huger. Yeah, no, I love me some Kern. I don't like what she did. But Kern did apply for work release and she was denied work.
Live audience.
Right. I have a live studio audience today. She was denied work release, but it did say that she could probably be released by November for good behavior. And this is what I was saying when it first happened. Why you didn't just take the deal? You would have been home. I think one of the deals they offered her, I think, was like 3 months or something. Girl, you would have served 2 weeks. You would have served 2 weeks. I don't understand why you did not take the deal, because you were sentenced to a year, well, 2 years. 1 year was suspended. Baby, you ain't been there 2 months yet, and they talking about you can be home by the end of the summer. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. And again, I'm not saying that she didn't deserve to be punished for what she did. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, girl, you should have took the deal and your ass would have been home by now. But I do have a question. I do have a question though. Karen's attorneys. I have a question. Karen's attorneys. What job was y'all going to release her to? She didn't have a job before she went to jail. What job was she about to be released to? Like, where did they find her job? Like, she's 60-something years old. What's she about to go work?
Ray was going to give her a job in the company.
Ray was going to give her a job. Mm-hmm. Does Ray work? I thought Ray was retired, child. I mean, were you going to be working down to the Lord and Taylor selling your perfume? You was going to be working at the perfume counter? She probably would say, I was going to do some volunteer work. Girl, you should have offered that 2 years ago when they first pulled your ass over. When they offered you that plea deal, you should have been like, I'm going to do some volunteer work. Girl. Baby, if Karen is a poster child for pride cometh before the fall. Because nothing but pride made you not take that deal. I don't know in what world you lived in where you weren't guilty. I just don't understand what world you lived in. And again, we're not going to blame her attorney. Attorneys can lead their clients to water, but they cannot make their clients drink. And I promise you, I know who her first attorney was. And I know good and damn well her first attorney did not told her to take that damn deal. Especially after they saw that the cam footage, ain't nowhere in the world. Now she's going to be released to Andy's custody. I'm not doing this with y'all. They don't. You know my chat be cutting up. They would have made her work at the soup kitchen. You a soup kitchen lie. You know good and damn well they wouldn't have been down in no soup. Karen ass wouldn't have been in no damn soup kitchen, child. Maybe dropping off some soup. Right. Right. Scott is a beast. Like there is no way in this world that I believe that her attorney did not tell her to take that deal. I just don't believe that. Not Thomas Jefferson had a job for her in the big house. Y'all are cutting up. Right. Ray couldn't get her to shut up. Shut up, JB. Shut up. He talking about some stay out the road. Anyway. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. Now, they said that Kenya Moore has filed for a copyright for her daughter for children's clothes, toys, and books. Okay, girl. Good luck. Now they're going to make her wash dishes at Sharice's house. Listen, I'm here for Kenya. I want Kenya to be able to work. I do not dislike Kenya. I do not want to. I'm not one of those people that feel like somebody need to be punished for the rest of their life for doing something. I want to see her eat. I want to see her work. So I hope that, we know they already wrote one children's book. I'm not mad about it, Kenya. I'm not mad about you building and building and building. But I'm gonna tell you something. A little birdie told me that Kenya has essentially lost her business. She lost a lot of brand deals, a lot of partnerships, as a result of what happened. So I don't know. Did Kenya come on YouTube? Child, I ain't seen Kenya. Did Kenya come on yet? She's supposed to be here today. What time was she supposed to go live? I didn't even check before I have. Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not even mad at Kenya for doing it. I think Kenya should have done it a long time ago, though. But I'm not mad at her for doing it. I'm not mad at her at all. It says 8 p.m. Okay, well, at 8 o'clock, child, I guess we'll tune in. Honey. She made the choice to do what she did. Yeah. All right, y'all. What we doing over here? Okay, we got 7,000 likes. Thank you. Let's try to. I want to get to 10,000. I know we don't have a lot of people in the chat, so I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the love, though. Okay. Child, they said Garcelle to unfollow all the ladies down to the Beverly Hills. I heard she unfollowed everybody except. Thank you, Harlem Girl. I think she done unfollow everybody, they said, except for Jennifer Tilly and Kathy Hilton. Now, she wasn't going to unfollow Kathy Hilton, child. And Jennifer Tilly is more of a friend of the show. But, baby, she is definitely unfollowing. Thank you, Queen B. She's definitely unfollowing Sutton, Bose, Kyle, Dorit, Erica. And I'm here for it. Now, Bose did post something shady on her Instagram, talking about imagine being mad at me while I'm basking in God's greatness or something along those lines. Child, go sit down somewhere. But congratulations to Bose. It looks like she has a competition show coming out with Jimmy Fallon. Congratulations on that. Listen, I'm not no hater when it comes to that. Like, I don't like how Bose was moving, but I'm definitely here for more representation in all spaces. So, congratulations. Okay. Thank you, Queen Rotten Slim. Thank you so much for the heart, and thank you for coming over to help over on the TikTok side. Oh, look at you. Yes, thank you. Oh, look at you. Girl, yes, you giving me all the love. Thank you. Oh, I got a thing on my head. Thank you. Thank you so much, Queen Ra. I love it. Y'all over on TikTok, make sure y'all are liking and sharing. Please liking and sharing. Thank you so much. Okay, so shout out to Garcelle. Baby, when I tell you that Garcelle has just been posting all of these things she's doing, all these wonderful things she's doing, she is so unbothered. Right. Who said that Garcelle was mad at Bose? Right. She just unfollowed people. And she absolutely is booked and busy. If you follow her Instagram, baby, Garcelle is booked and very busy. Okay. She stay doing something, going somewhere at a premiere, at a party, at some sort of event. Like Garcelle stay busy. Okay. Okay. You invested in the first date book. You just got here. Ooh. Ooh. Simply Steph said, I can't stand her. I won't be watching nothing of hers. I thought she was trying to get pregnant. Was she? I mean, you can be pregnant and still work, child. Okay. So I have a shit we did not ask for. Again, for my TikTok people, we have a segment on my YouTube channel called Shit We Did Not Ask For. Okay. Now, if you are a member, you have your emojis, but everybody can play the game. So I'm gonna tell you what it is. And for those who do not have the emojis, because you're not a member on my YouTube channel, you can put a one in the chat if it's something you asked for, a 2 in the chat if it's something you did not ask for, and a 3 if it's just a hell no altogether. So you can do the same thing over on TikTok, right? 1, 2, 3. Now, baby, they said that they are in the process of doing a Clueless sequel. It will be starring Alicia Silverstone. I don't know how many of the original people they're going to get back in the actual movie, but are we here for a sequel to a movie that's 40 years old, 30 years old? Because when did the original Clueless come out? I know it came out when I was younger. Like, I want to say I might have been in high school when Clueless, the original Clueless came out. I mean, are we interested in this? Because I really feel like all it's going to be is her kids, or, you know, I guess she ended up marrying, right, Brittany Murphy's not here, the dad's not here. I guess it's going to be her and her brother-in-law. I mean, her stepbrother, not really her stepbrother. I guess if they bring back Dion and 1995. Thank you, Blue Hoodie. Yeah, 1995. I love Clueless, but at this point, I think they just need to leave Clueless alone. I just feel like they need to leave it alone. Queen said, leave the classics alone. Yeah, honestly, I really think they need to leave it alone. Shit, we did not actually. Yes, we definitely did not ask for a star. Look, y'all, I don't know if I'm here for it. I'm just being honest with y'all. I don't know if I'm here for it. I just don't know. JB said, I do not want to see no Stacey Dash. What was it that Stacey Dash didn't know? She didn't know somebody had died or something. She didn't know DMX had died. Girl, how heavy were the drugs you were on that you did not know that DMX had died? Anyway. But I just bring y'all the news. That's all I could do is bring it to you. I just bring y'all the news. Okay. And we don't have a lot of news today. We ain't gonna be here long. What's up, Markel? Industry is lazy and don't want to write new scripts. Exactly. Because here's what I feel like we could do. Whatever that script is that you're writing, you could probably not make it a Clueless sequel and just make it a movie, like just a regular old movie. You know what I mean? Not if they bring back Stacey Dash as 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Chuck, I'm not doing this with you. I don't even want a Drumline sequel. I definitely don't want a Drumline sequel. I wasn't crazy about the first Drumline. I mean, it was what it was, but it wasn't nothing that made me keep coming back over and over and over again. Now, the last 10 minutes would. Baby, that drum battle at the end was everything. The drum battle at the end, yes. But the rest of the movie, they could have kept. Friday finally got their green light. Final Friday. Right. And I mean, I don't mean no harm, but I don't want to see that either. I guess, and I think they're supposed to be bringing back Chris Tucker for this Final Friday. I guess. What up, Markel? I gotta talk to you too. I gotta talk to you. Yeah, I just bring y'all the news. We don't have nothing. It wasn't nothing. I just came live because I know, if I don't come, I gotta come out here and give the people something good. But baby, it's just nothing. They did Drumline twice already. It's stuck. Yeah, I'm good. They've been saying that about Friday for years. Right. I'm over Friday. Like I think the moments that we wanted a Friday sequel, I'm over it. I'm over sequels. Like I'm really, really over sequels. Um I think we need to just love the movies for what they are, leave them there, and just hope that Hollywood can bring us some more classics. Like I mean, of course, they're the movies from my generation, obviously, but I mean, I love like I can sit down and watch a Love Jones, love Jones. Don't care, don't want a sequel. I thought the little Target commercial that they did was cute, but I don't want a movie. I just don't want a movie. Um, when Harry Met Sally, I'm loving this little commercial that they got with the mayonnaise. It was nostalgic to bring back the whole When Harry Met Sally. Because when I tell you I love me some When Harry Met Sally, I know that movie by heart. But I don't need a sequel. You know what I mean? Like I can love the movies for where they are. I don't need a sequel for everything. I don't need a sequel for every damn thing. You know? Um, what else? The Five Heartbeats. Baby, I love me some Five Heartbeats. Every time I see it, I watch it and I watch it for whatever. But what's up, DeMarcus? But I do not need a sequel to the Five Heartbeats. I'm good. We already talked about The Bodyguard. I'm gonna be honest, I was not a big Bodyguard fan of the original. I love the soundtrack. I love the soundtrack, baby. The Bodyguard soundtrack is probably one of the best soundtracks ever. But the movie sucked. The acting was terrible. And can I tell you one of my biggest pet peeves too? And this is a me thing. I know this isn't for everybody. This is a me thing. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Somebody sent me a heart. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know this is a me thing, but let me tell you how I feel. I do not like movies where I have to I don't like love stories where I have to leave the theater guessing. I just don't like it. I don't like love stories where I walk out going, so what the fuck happened? And I understand people are like, well, what do you mean you don't know what happened at the end of The Bodyguard? They went back to their life. We saw him, protecting the president. Yeah, but we also saw her run her ass off that plane at the end and hug him. I mean, was it a goodbye hug or was it I want to be with you hug? I don't know. Just because he was protecting the president didn't mean they didn't figure out a way to work it out and they was going to still be together. See, I don't want to think about these things. I want a beginning, a middle, and an end. When I go to see a love story, I want a beginning, a middle, and an end. I don't want to think about, so what the fuck did that mean? Because even if they say, well, you listen to the words of the song, it said, I will always love you. It don't mean they weren't together. But the movie was so bad, I don't care. Like, in the moment, I cared. Like, when I left the theater, I was like, because me and my friends went to go see it, and now when we left the theater, I was like, so what the fuck just happened? Are they together or are they not together? Give me a beginning, a middle, and the end. We love Jones. They met, they dated, they broke up, they got back together, they broke up again, and in the end, she came, she did her little poetry, He came out after her, they talked, and he told her, listen, I want to be with you. And however we need to make this thing work, we're gonna make it work. I got my ending. I have the beginning, the middle, and the end. Yes, the soundtrack for Love Jones is fire. I don't care. If y'all ain't never listened to the soundtrack of Love Jones, I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what you've been doing with your life. But Love Jones soundtrack, everything. The Bodyguard soundtrack, everything. We had the best soundtracks, y'all. The best. 70s and 80s sound and 90s. 70s, 80s, mid-90s soundtracks with everything. Because I'll even go back to some movies from the 70s. And I like some of the 70s soundtracks like Shaft, bitch. What's up, DeMarcus? No, I will not. I have no interest in that. None interest at all. But thank you. Will you check out the Varnell Hill spinoff? He asked me. Absolutely not. Boomerang has a great soundtrack as well. Boomerang soundtrack is great. Waiting to Exhale, the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack is everything. That was better than the movie too. It wasn't better than the book, but it was better than the movie. The book was way better than the movie. Now, I've never been a big fan. Me and Terry McMillan have an up and down relationship when it comes to her writing. But Wait and Exhale was one of her better books. It was one of her better books. What's up, Phil? Hey, boo. Car Wash had a great soundtrack. That's what I'm saying. 70s, 80s, and 90s. I would say mid-90s had some of the best soundtracks. Because the soundtrack for Above the Rim was a good soundtrack. Five Heartbeats. I mean, if you are into 70s music, 60s music, 70s music, it was a good soundtrack. What's up, Don Don? Set It Off soundtrack. Poetic Justice soundtrack. Yes. Don Don is here, so y'all know what that means. Y'all know what that means. When Don Don walk in the room, what that mean, y'all? What we got to do? What's the time to do?
I said close them doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
Doors. And if you want to give your offering, now's the time. Don is in the back with the basket collecting the offering. Now remember, y'all ain't gotta have no offering to stay here. It's just appreciated, but it's not mandatory. If y'all want to drop a little something in the basket, you can, but it is not mandatory. But we're gonna close them doors on you though. We're gonna close them doors on you. Oh, Purple Rain. Oh, that goes without saying. I think for me, if I had to rank my soundtracks above Purple Rain is number one for me. Thank you, Markel. Markel done paid his offerings. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Wait a minute. What? Somebody raining down on me on what? Oh, what just happened on TikTok? Said a gold mine. Thank you, Star. Star just sent me a gold mine. Yes. Are y'all going to listen to his new song? Yeah, I'm going to listen to his new song. I'm going to listen to Marvin Sapp's new song. Sure am. What Blue Hoodie say? Hold on, Blue Hoodie. Stella Got Her Groove Back was a ridiculous movie. Yeah, but it was true. But even though it was based on a true story, but they got divorced. So I guess that is real ridiculous. I couldn't listen. When I say I have an up and down relationship with Terry, let me tell you something about me and Terry McMillan. I was probably one of the first people to read. When I say first people, I don't mean in the world, but I mean I found Terry McMillan with her very first book, which was Mama, I believe. I believe Mama was her first. Oh, Crush Groove soundtrack, absolutely. Crush grooving, body moving. Yes, that was my shit. Thank you, Gabby. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I read Mama. Mama got on my nerves. Then I read Disappearing Acts. Disappearing Acts got on my nerves. Then I read Waiting to Exhale. And then I tried to read When Stella Got Her Groove Back, and I could not get past When Stella Got Her Groove Back. I think I read one other book by her. What other book was it? A Day Late and a Dollar Short? Was that Terry McMillan? A Day Late and a Dollar Short? I think it was A Day Late and a Dollar Short, Terry McMillan. I believe it was. Yes, the New Jack City soundtrack was good. Soulful, I don't remember as much, but definitely the New Jack City soundtrack, I definitely got. Juice, Belly. I don't know if I ever listened to Belly's soundtrack. Ooh, I might have to go, because I didn't like the movie. Ooh, I couldn't stand Belly, the movie. So I think A Day Late and a Dollar Short was probably the very last book I read by Terry McMillan. I have not tried to read anymore. No, I just told y'all a whole lie. I tried to read her sequel to Waiting to Exhale, and I could not get out of chapter 1. And after that, that was it for me. Crooklyn, and remember, Crooklyn had like 2 soundtracks, and both of them were good. I could not get out. I just couldn't. I have such a problem. Really, Jessica? Oh, that's probably, she said she got a playlist with nothing but 90s and 2000 soundtracks. That thing is probably good. Yeah, Love and Basketball was good too. Their soundtrack was good. I did watch the movie, and the movie was better than the book. Let me tell you something. One of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to these sequels, whether it's a movie or a book, right? What I cannot stand is when you undo everything in the sequel that you did in the original. And in one chapter, the very first chapter of the sequel to Waiting to Exhale, she undid everything good that happened in Waiting to Exhale. I don't want to spoil it for nobody, so I don't want to tell y'all nothing unless y'all want me to. If y'all want me to tell it, I'll tell it. But in the first chapter, I didn't get out of the first maybe chapter, 2 chapters, because I was like, what? And she undid everything. And I was like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Like, why aren't you taking these women where we left them and continuing to elevate the story? Why are you tearing down everything we learned or what we thought we knew and loved about the first book? Like, I was like, I can't do it. So I stopped reading it. So I never finished it. And that's the last time I ever tried to read. I don't even know if she's come out with any other books. That's the last time I ever tried to read a Terry McMillan book. Because I was like, why the fuck would you do this? Like, she ruined Waiting to Exhale for me. In one chapter, she ruined the whole book for me. So here's my problem with the Terry McMillan books. There he go with the beehive. There go Markel. There he go. The preacher's wife. Yes, definitely the preacher's wife. You feel like Terry was mad at her own success. Ooh, that's deep, Crystal. Ooh, that's deep. Now that's deep. I'm gonna say this. Thank you so much on TikTok. Thank you for continuing to tap the screen. Thank you for all of the love y'all are sending me. I haven't forgot about y'all. I'm talking to both screens. But my biggest frustration with Terry McMillan as a writer is that I feel like she puts a lot more than she needs to put in. I felt like Mama was too long. She could have took a couple of chapters out. I think Disappearing Acts was a great concept. I think it was a great story. I just think it was too many chapters. Like, she could have took out 4 or 5 chapters out of Disappearing Acts, and I think it would have been, it's like she drug it out too long. She could have just took 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? She could have took 4 or 5 chapters out, and the book would have been just as good. But I just think she just, the original Sparkle, absolutely Bluebell. Yes, the original. She just drug it out too long. That's my opinion. Wait to Exhale, that's why I said, to me, Waiting to Exhale was her best book. A Day Late and a Dollar Short I thought was a good book as well. And I think by A Day Late and a Dollar Short, my expectation might have been lowered. So whatever. Yeah, she's just very long-winded. My only problem with Waiting to Exhale was it seemed like I almost feel like she got to the end of the book and got tired of writing. It's like she wrote, it was a really good book. And then it was like the last 2 chapters, it was like, because I felt like she was just ready for it to be over. And I feel like she rushed the end of it. You know what I'm saying? The original Sparkle is way better than the reboot. The original Sparkle, baby, when that mama went down there to that club and she saw that her daughter was on them drugs and she saw that she had that black eye, and she told her daughter that if a man really loves you, he won't put his hands on you. And that daughter said, Mama, you don't understand. And she said, I've said my piece. I'm going home. Baby, I don't know what it is about that line, but that line do it for me every time. She said, I said my piece. I'm going home. The original. Anyway. Okay, so some of y'all was saying tell it. All right. If y'all don't want to know what Terry McMillan did with Waiting to Exhale, I'm gonna tell it. So I'm gonna give y'all a few seconds to close your ears. I'm gonna tell it. And like I said, I didn't read the whole book. I can only tell you what I read in the first 1 or 2 chapters. Okay. So first of all, Bernadette. Ooh, Claudine, and the soundtrack to Claudine is good too. Hey, Thais. The Sparkle, I love Sparkle, but that reboot was a chop. The original, yes, the baby, the reboot of Sparkle was no good. I'm sorry, it was absolutely no good. Child, sister can't fly with just one wing, baby. What you know? What you got to tell me? But let me tell y'all now, the book been out forever, so I don't feel like I'm ruining nothing for anybody. And hi, Thais, my love. Happy Good Friday. I said Happy Good Friday. Good Friday to you. Listen. So, first of all, Loretta Devine's character, because I don't remember these people's name, but Loretta Devine's character in the movie, remember she married Gregory Hines and he loved her. She was a thick girl and he loved her, you know, blah, 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 blah. Well, first of all, he got shot and killed. At the beginning of, he was at a robbery. He got shot and killed. So I was like, why in the fuck would you kill this man? So that happened at the very beginning of the book. She shot and he was shot and killed. Then Angela Bassett's Wesley Snipes character, remember he was a lawyer from DC, da. Well, come to find out he was lying. He had a whole wife and kids, and he was a shit and no good nigga. And I was like, why would you do? I didn't even get to the other two characters. I don't even know about Whitney Houston's character or Layla Roshan's character. I don't know about that. I don't even know what happened to them because I didn't get that far. Because I was like, why would you do that? And then I think Bernadine, thank you. Thais said, here you go, sis. Here you go. Robin, Bernadine, Gloria, and Savannah. I don't even know what happened with Savannah and Robin. All I know is Bernadine and Gloria. And then I think Gloria was having she had heart problems in the first book, right? In the book, I don't think they really did it in the movie as much, but in the book, she had heart problems. He was married in the movie, but it wasn't, he lied about, remember he said his wife was dying, but that wasn't what it was. That wasn't what it was. He lied about the wife dying, is what I'm saying. Yeah, he was married. You're right. He was married in the movie too, but he gave this whole sob story about his wife was dying and she had cancer and yada, yada, yada. And then come to find out that wasn't the case. So that was your favorite movie of the 90s? Oh, I really hate. And I hope that wasn't, because, you know, they were supposed to do the sequel and then Whitney Houston died. I really hope that wasn't the sequel they were going to do, because I would not have liked it. I would not have liked it. Thank you, Don, for being over on TikTok. Thank you, everybody on TikTok. Thank you. We have 11,000 likes on TikTok. Thank you so much. Now, we got almost 300 people in the room over here. What the likes looking like over here? He was married to a white woman. Is that what it was, too? I don't remember all the details. All I know is I read that first chapter, and I was like, I'm not doing this. Because I just feel like you're tearing down everything I loved about the original movie. Or the original book, I should say. But, baby, I remember... And Thais, I know you remember. And the people who are of a particular age, y'all gonna all remember. I know y'all remember when that movie came out and it was an event. Baby, women was wearing their furs down to the movie theater. Women was wearing their Sunday best, honey. Remember they were wearing the hats because the women had the hats on in the picture on the cover of the book. Baby, them women was wearing their hats down to the movie theater. Baby, it was an event when that movie came out. I know y'all remember. I know y'all remember how black women acted a fool going down to the movie theater for that. I know y'all remember. And some of y'all probably did it. Who dressed up like they was going to church, going down to see Waiting to Exhale? Who did it? Who did it? Who, y'all can tell us the truth. Who did it? Who went down to the movie theater and they Sunday best, honey? Right, they was having Waiting to Exhale parties. They was going to these. They was renting out rooms down to the restaurants and stuff after the movie, having whole having whole debriefing sessions, honey. Now, I didn't dress in my Sunday best, but me and my friends did make an event out of it. I'm not gonna tell no lie. We went down there, and then afterwards we went out to eat, and the whole restaurant was just full of black women, because we had to go on opening day. You didn't wear the hat. Okay, Crystal said she participated. Jay said, I think I missed it. She wrote the sequel to the book. I don't think it did that well. And if I'm being fair, Thank you, Glenda. And if I'm being fair, it was post Oprah. And I know for some people, again, if you were not around and you didn't understand the Oprah effect, then you won't understand what I mean when I say it was post Oprah. Because towards the end of Oprah Winfrey's run, maybe like the last 5 years that she did her show, maybe a little bit longer, but certainly like the last 5 years that she did her show, anytime there was a book, a black movie, white movies too, but certainly black movies coming out, books, all of those things, Oprah would always have them down to the show. She would have the cast down there, or she would have the authors down there, and it would be a whole event. It would be like the whole show. I remember her doing it for a lot of the movies that came out during that time. And so when I say this was post Oprah, if Oprah had still been coming on when the sequel came out, I feel like it would have been a whole event and maybe a lot more people would have known about it. But I just don't feel like, like people did for Black Panther. I just don't feel like, I just don't feel like people be checking for Terry McMillan like they used to. Like Terry McMillan was that girl when it came to black authors of that genre, that sister girl genre. The sequel was called Getting Too Happy. I read an excerpt in Essence Magazine, and Terry McMillan had lost her damn mind with the characters. I'm glad it didn't make it to film. I agree. Thank you, Thais. That's the name of it, y'all. If y'all want to go read it or just go look it up, it's called Getting Too Happy. And listen, I'm just being honest with you. I only read the first chapter or two, and I was just mad. I was just mad. But again, maybe they got to happy by the end, but I just didn't like it. And I just didn't like that seemed like everybody had bad luck. Like I said, I didn't even get to Savannah and Robin, but Lord knows what she did with Savannah and Robin's character. The sequel was in 2010. What took so long? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think I feel like she probably didn't want to write it. She probably was pressured. These authors, success is a double-edged sword, right? You want success, you want these big book deals, but then you get these big book deals and you're sort of tied in. So she probably had to write the sequel. And maybe it took her so long because she didn't really want to do it. And what's going on with these attacks on Miss Oprah Winfrey? Stop it. Who's attacking Oprah? I remember when Love Jones came out, we had private rooms, our Black Planets, and we also had poetry groups in my college campus. I still had private rooms. I still had a book of different people's poems from that chat room. Oh, wow. Baby, Black Planet. Now you see you going down a whole nother memory lane with Black Planet. Don't get me started on Black Planet. But I don't think I ever listened to the soundtrack with how Stella got her groove back. I'm gonna have to go look it up, Nubian. Hey, Leia, how you doing, boo? Love Jones. Listen, Love Jones was my movie. Love Jones is one of those movies. If I'm flipping channels and it's on, I don't care what part is on. I don't care what else is on, baby. I'm going to watch the rest of Love Jones. It is I love that movie. And I have seen that movie so many damn times. Oh, I love that movie. But like I said earlier, it's a beginning, a middle, and an end. Daughters of the Dark. I mean, Daughters of the Dusk. I don't think I ever watched Daughters of the Dusk. I know the movie, but I don't think I ever watched it. A new black romance to watch is She Taught Love. It stars young Lady Danbury. Well, where we can find it? I think they must be talking about somebody else attacking Oprah because nobody here is attacking Oprah. So she must be talking about somebody. I mean, whoever. They must be. Oh, hold on, y'all. Shoot. Hold on, y'all. Oh, shoot. Okay, I was about to say the TikTok about to shut down. Hold on. All right. Sorry, y'all. After an hour on TikTok, they got to shut you down, child. A lot of writers' books don't usually have great sequels. Example, 50 Shades of Grey. I didn't enjoy the original 50 Shades of Grey. I love Brown Sugar, but no, I don't want a sequel. Coming to America did not need a sequel. It did not need a sequel. It did not need a sequel. It did not. Jerome Tyree. I don't know if I read Jerome Tyree. 50 Shades should have been more. Again, it didn't do it for me. We were reading that in a book club, and I just didn't enjoy it. The era was a whole vibe. It was, Thais, with TV films, and you ain't lying. And I don't know. I mean, I know me and you were in the same age group. I don't think we understood the moment we were living in. I look back on it now and I'm like, oh my gosh, that whole time was so iconic. But I don't think we appreciated what we were living in. And I mean, you couldn't see it in the moment. But when you look back on Black TV at that time, Black music, Black movies, Black books, I mean, it was just a moment. I loved Oprah's book club. It introduced me to authors I would not have read. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't think I enjoyed any book that I read out of Oprah's book club. Let me tell you why. Because again, I don't want to think too hard. I just want to relax. I want to read a book and I want to relax. Oprah made us think too much. Them books was like, I have tried to read so many of them books, and it's like, Oprah, you too deep for me. I can admit it. I can admit that Oprah, you too deep for me. I don't want to think that hard. Her books were too. Even now, I've tried to read books that she still recommends. It's too much. I'm not going to see Sinners. I don't do vampires. That's not my thing. Hope it does well. I endorse everybody go see it, but I don't do the vampires. I don't. Right, I read for pleasure. Again, a beginning, a middle, and an end. I don't want to think about, is this symbolic of the oppression of that's why, listen, call my reading taste basic, but that's why I like me a Brenda Jackson. That's why I like me a Connie Briscoe. That's why I like y'all know my favorite author is Beverly Jenkins. Okay, that's why I like that stuff. When I want to read something heavy, y'all know I love history. I'll go read the 1619 Project or something if I want to think. If I want to, you know what I'm saying? If I want to have to process something, I'll just go pick up a history book. I read one of Oprah Winfrey's book, Paradise by Toni Morrison, never again. Baby, I didn't get out of the first. Listen, again, I'm not ashamed to admit that maybe my brain is not complicated enough for Toni Morrison, because I've only enjoyed 2 of Toni Morrison books. And that was, one was The Bluest Eye and the other one was Song of Solomon. And the only reason why I got through Song of Solomon is because my professor in college, she was determined, because she loved Toni Morrison, and she was determined to get me to like Toni Morrison. She was like, oh, I'm going to find a book that you're going to like of Toni Morrison. And I was like, okay, challenge. And because I took every book that I took every class that she taught because I loved her and I loved her teaching. So I don't even remember the name of the class now that we took, but I know Song of Solomon was one of the books that we had to read. And I did enjoy it. I did. I enjoyed Song of Solomon. But baby, I tried to read Beloved. I tried to read Paradise. I tried to read another book by her. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. What's up, Sir James? Have you read? I've read all of Elin Harris' books. Matter of fact, I feel like I need to go back and reread them, because they getting ready to do the book. I mean, they getting ready to do the movie. I need to go back and reread them. But I love, yes, and I stumbled into Elin Harris. I stumbled into him. I was at this when I was in college and undergrad, and I was in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I was in the Greensboro library looking for books. And I remember the library was getting ready to close. It was getting ready to close. And I just picked it up because it was in the Black section. It had Black people on the front. Remember, the front of it had, if you knew what the book was about, you knew it was 2 men, but you couldn't necessarily tell it was 2 men. So I picked it up because the library was getting ready to close. And I said, well, this looks like some Black people. And I picked it up. And then when I got back to my I was gonna say my hotel room, Lord. When I got back to my dorm room, I finally read the back, and I was like, And I didn't care about the story. I cared that I had picked up the sequel because I picked up Just As I Am. So I went back to the library the next day and was like, I need Invisible Life because I wanted to read Invisible Life first. Because I started reading it and I was like, wait a minute, this feel like a sequel. You know, when you read it, it feels like a sequel. So when I read the back, I was like, oh no, there's another one here. So I went back and I went and got Invisible Life and I read that. And after that, any book that Elin Harris came out with, I was on it. It was the first book you ever read from cover to cover, Thais? Yes, I loved it. And I'm sure I trust the person that's doing Invisible Life is the guy that does Noah's Ark. I trust him. I trust him with it. Yes, I read Coldest Winter Ever, and I read a couple of her other books too after that. I enjoyed Coldest Winter Ever as well. It's funny because I never read the sequel. I read a couple of her other books. Patrick Ian Polk. Thank you. I read a couple of her other books. I mean, yeah. Love John Grisham. So I love John Grisham. I love David Baldacci. Who writes The Lincoln Lawyer? I love him. He writes the Bosch books too. The guy that writes The Lincoln Lawyer, I love him. I like Tess Garrison. I like Patricia Cornwell. Those are the books I like, like my suspense thriller, whatever. I told you my Black romances that I love. Michael Connolly, thank you. Yeah, Michael Connolly. Thank you guys over here on TikTok. Y'all ain't really talking. I'm not ignoring y'all, but y'all ain't really talking a lot over here, which is okay. But I don't want y'all to think I'm ignoring y'all. I'm not. You love, yes, Brenda. I love Brenda Jackson. She's got a new book coming out, as a matter of fact. I think the pre-order is up. Off the top of my head, those are the main ones I could think of off the top of my head. Like, those are the ones, if they come out with a book, I'm reading it. Nora Roberts, I like her, but she started going like sci-fi and spiritual. Like, she started getting into witches and stuff. I couldn't do too much of that. I was like, no, I'm good with that. But I do like Nora Roberts. I used to love me some Danielle Steele. I don't really read her as much as I used to, but I love Danielle Steele. Eric Jerome Dickey, ooh. I'm up and down with him. I'm up and down with Eric Jerome Dickey. B-Boy Blues, yeah. I don't think I ever read B-Boy. El Teddy was telling me, oh, Marnie, yes. I love Jackie Collins. Do you hear me? Now, listen, you want to talk about some junk food for your brain, but some very well-read book. Oh, it's already out. Thank you. It's on my wish list. On my Audible wish list. So I might read that. I might start reading that this weekend. I'm reading Chloe now. So I have to finish that first. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Jackie Collins, y'all. Baby, those are some good books. You want to talk about some Hollywood. And a lot of those stories she told were based on real people. Like, they were based on real stories. Real Hollywood stories, child. Jasmine Gilroy. I'm gonna have to look her up. I don't know. I don't think I know Jasmine Gilroy. Baby, I love me some Jackie. I'm sorry she's gone. Period. But baby, she used to write some good books. The Lucky Santangelo series, baby, good books. That got me off on a whole nother tangent, but that's because it really wasn't. Child, I ain't having 2 more news stories left. I'm not a big Agatha Christie person. My mother likes Agatha Christie. 7 Husbands by Evelyn Hugo. See, now I got to write these people down. Evelyn Hugo. What was the other one y'all just told me about? Okay, hold on. Now y'all writing hold on. Piers Anthony. I have, what's that book? You told me Xavier Blood and something. That's in my queue. Oh baby, the way Jackie Collins will be eating up Jasmine Gilroy. Hold on. Because I'm always looking for people to read. And of course, going into the summer, y'all know I read all summer long. Okay, you said 7 Husbands. Okay. I might be going to get off TikTok anyway because the battery is running low. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes because we're going to wrap this up in a few minutes because this is how you know it's a slow news day because I'm just talking all over the place. I'm up and down with James Patterson too. Some of his books I really, really enjoy, and other his books I wasn't crazy about. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to come back to James Patterson. Somebody said something a few minutes ago. I didn't want to lose it. Hey, Papo. I didn't want to lose it. Damn it, and I lost it. Wait a minute. With Jasmine, start with the wedding date. Hold on. Let me write this over here. Wedding date. Okay. Damn. What time is it? 8:12. Okay. Damn. Oh, the book. Yeah, I was saying, Xavier, the book you told me, the blood and something that they're making a movie out of. So I have that. I started listening to that, but that's one of those books I have to pay attention. I can't listen to it when I'm like driving or something like that. I got to really be listening to it. So I'm going to go back to it. A Piece of Cake by author Cupcake Brown is really good. Cupcake Brown. Yeah, because y'all know in the summer I read. That's why I said we might revisit the book club in the summer when I have more time, child. When I have more time. Okay, let me do these last two stories before we get out of here. Flowers in the Attic. I never got into Flowers in the Attic. That's it. The Children of Blood and Bone. Yep, that's on my list. Okay. Congratulations to Michael Vick. BET has greenlit a docuseries that is going to chronicle his transition and his process into becoming the head coach for Norfolk State University. So I'm here for that. I love that for him. So congratulations to Michael Vick. Baby, Unique is back. And if y'all don't know who Unique is Tasha Scott's husband's side piece. Now, we know last year she did the whole expose with Tasha K and all of that stuff. But allegedly, A Piece of Cake was exhausted. Oh, Lord. Allegedly, baby, she said that she just want to be left alone. I'm going to read y'all what she posted on her social media. Because y'all know in Tasha's interview with Nene, she said there is no side baby, and she kind of blew off the whole affair situation. So the Unique posted on her social media, the most fucked up thing the universe can do to you is let you meet the right person at the wrong time. I'm just tired of living a lie all these years and ready to live in my truth freely and in peace, unapologetically. I have no beef with Natasha, never interfered with any of his dealings with Escape, never made him choose. Me and Rocky had our own situation. I know this may be shocking news, but it's a very complicated relationship that I couldn't speak on for obvious reasons. Life can be a bitch, and I'm going to make sure mine's, M-I-N-E-S, mine's is beautiful either way it is. Listen, ma'am, first of all, when you said I never bothered Tasha, ma'am, you were fucking her husband. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so crass about that. Ma'am, you were sleeping with her husband. What do you mean you never bothered her? You were sleeping with her husband. And then say, I never made him choose. I'm sorry. You were sleeping with her husband, a married man that you knew was married. It ain't like he lied to you. It's not like you did not know. And then gonna say, I never interfered with any of his dealings with Escape. I'm sorry. Ma'am, what are you not understanding? You were sleeping with this woman's husband. So anyway, oh, my low battery light is on. I'm about to get off of TikTok. So anyway, it sounds like she might be trying to come back and get another 15 minutes of fame, child. Because she dropped a bunch of I saw some content creators. She dropped a bunch of text messages and screenshots and stuff, but it looked like it was a lot of the same stuff that Tasha K already had. So it doesn't look like it's anything new. And And if it is new, it's just more of the same. I mean, we get it. We believed you. The only person that didn't believe you was Tosha. Girl, we believed you. We believed you was sleeping with that man. We believed that, hell, I believed you was pregnant. We believed you, girl. The only person that didn't seem to believe you was Tosha. So you ain't got to convince us. You ain't got to tell us nothing. Anyway. Last but not least, I was going to talk about this Google antitrust, but we could do that another day, child, because sure. But last but not least, listen, Terrence Howard says that he is going to do a podcast where he is going to expose all of Hollywood. This is what I'm going to say about that. Either two things are going to happen. And I mean this with all the sincerity in my heart, y'all. I'm being so serious. Either that podcast ain't going to never come out. If Terrence Howard really knows some secrets, either that podcast ain't going to never come out, or Terrence Howard about to disappear. Because let's be clear, I believe that there's secrets. I believe that there's secrets. But Terrence, sir, you ain't about to expose them. Baby, with that being said, we about to go ahead and get us we about to pour some drinks. We're about to get comfortable and kick our legs up because Kenya is coming live in a few minutes. I was going to do my power review tonight, but it looks like we might be busy. If the Kenya thing is a bust, then we'll do power. But I'm going to wait until 8 o'clock and see what Kenya got going on because I don't want to, my live will be probably, I ain't expect to be live this long. Well, I ain't been live that long, only an hour and 15 minutes, but I just really didn't think we were going to be live this long because I didn't think I had that much, but we got it off on a whole tangent, child, about the 90s. But I may be a little late, but I love this conversation. It just takes me back to a place in a time. I remember loving to read. And yes, you are right. Oprah's book choices were never good. Thank you, Nikki. So, yeah, we're going to see what Kenya's talking about. Like I said, if it's a bust, then just expect for us to talk about Raising Canaan, child. But I'm going to wait until 8 o'clock and see what Kenya we'll see what Kenya doing, honey. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Oh, thank you, his wife, for becoming a member. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate you, my love. All right. Thank you, Thais, for being here, my boo. I'm sure Thais got something going on his channel, honey. You know, Thais, the hardest working man down here on YouTube, honey. Oh, wait. Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, I'm about to say I can't get out of here. All right. Lord, my phone is about to die. I'm gonna have to put a charger over here. I don't have a charger. I know somebody's like, well, why you don't have a charger over here? I don't have a charger over here or over here because my phone never dies. Like I charge it, you know. So I'm gonna have to put a charger over here somewhere, child. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.